Top 10 Richest Celebrities in the World 2021. They are the people we love to hate. They sport the latest designer gear and lead the lavish lifestyle, stumbling out of clubs every night and shopping during the day. Oh, these are the stuff that dreams are made of. The wealthiest singers, rappers, actors and models are no doubt present on our top 10 richest celebrities list. So whether you worship the ground they walk on or absolutely loathe them, you can't help but have a quick peep at their earnings. Here are the top 10 richest celebrities in the world 2021. Number 10. Slavica Ecclestone. Net worth, $1.2 billion. Slavica Ecclestone is a Croatian former model and the ex-wife of Formula One owner Bernie Ecclestone. Slavica Ecclestone has a net worth of $1.2 billion. In November 2008, Slavica filed for divorce after 23 years of marriage. The divorce was final in 2009. Their divorce made headlines worldwide as the couple divvied up the Formula One fortune. Ultimately, Slavica walked away from her marriage with a $1.2 billion divorce settlement. It is one of the most expensive divorces of all time. Number 9. Paul McCartney. Net worth, $1.2 billion. Paul McCartney is a highly successful British musician who has a net worth of $1.2 billion. Most famous for his time in the Beatles, McCartney is one of the most successful musicians and composers in the history of pop music. His net worth makes him one of the wealthiest musicians in the world. In touring years, Paul easily earns $50 to $70 million personally. Outside of touring years, he earns tens of millions per year in royalties and licensing fees earned from both his own music and an incredibly valuable portfolio of publishing copyrights from other artists through his publishing company MPL Communications. MPL owns the copyright of songs from artists including Buddy Holly, Carl Perkins and many others. Number 8. Jay-Z. Net worth, $1.3 billion. Jay-Z is an American rapper, producer, songwriter and businessman. As of this writing, Jay-Z's net worth is $1.3 billion. Jay-Z has earned his net worth through his career in the music industry, and as an extremely successful entrepreneur. Jay has had an enormous amount of success in several industries. In his own words, he's not businessman, he's a business man. In any given year he earns $70 to $80 million. Jay-Z first became a billionaire in June 2019 thanks to a vast business empire that today includes record sales, touring, merchandise, endorsements and investments like Armand de Brignac Champagne, Tidal and D'Ussé Cognac. He makes investments through Marcy Venture Partners, which is named after the housing project where Jay grew up. Marcy Ventures raised $85 million in investment capital in 2019. Number 7. Kim Kardashian. Net worth, $1.4 billion. Kim Kardashian is an American reality television star, model, entrepreneur and spokesperson. She is one of the most famous and richest celebrities on the planet. Kim Kardashian's net worth is $1.4 billion. In a given year, Kim earns $50 to $80 million between her various endeavors and growing empire. For a time, a large portion of Kim's annual earnings came thanks licensing and endorsement deals. For example, she earned a small fortune from royalties generated by the mobile game Kim Kardashian, Hollywood. The game was eventually downloaded more than 60 million times and generated $200 million in revenue. Kim keeps 28% of the money generated by the app to this day. Outside of the mobile app, Kim's annual earnings come from endorsements, appearance fees, reality TV salary and paid Instagram sponsorships. She also has a line of tanning products and a clothing line at Sears. In 2019 she raised $5 million from venture capital firm Imaginary Ventures to launch a line of shapewear called Skims. In 2021 Skims raised $154 million at a valuation of $1.6 billion. Even after the massive financing round, Kim remained the majority owner. Number 6. Rihanna. Net worth, $1.7 billion. Rihanna is a Barbados-born singer, songwriter, actress and entrepreneur. As of August 2021, Rihanna's net worth is $1.7 billion. That makes her the richest female musician in the world. Rihanna is one of the most popular and commercially successful music artists in the world today. A large portion of her net worth is attributable to the value of her Fenty Beauty line, which is a partnership with luxury goods company LVMH. The brand generates north of $100 million in revenue. Rihanna reportedly owns 50% of the partnership and the brand is worth $2 to $3 billion. She also owns 30% of a lingerie brand called Savage X Fenty, which is currently worth around $1 billion. In a given year, Rihanna earns $40-80 million from her expanding empire. For example, between June 2018 and June 2019 she earned $65 million. Between June 2019 and June 2020 she earned $45 million. Number 5. Jami Gertz. Net worth, $3 billion. Jami Gertz is an American actress, sports team owner and philanthropist who has a net worth of $3 billion. Though she has had a successful career on her own, the vast majority of Jami Gertz's net worth is derived from her marriage to LA-based billionaire Tony Ressler. Ressler is the co-founder of Ares Management, which has over $136 billion worth of assets under management as of this writing. Jami and Tony are part owners of the Atlanta Hawks NBA team. They also own a minority stake in the Milwaukee Brewers and were once in the running to be majority owners of the Dodgers. Number 4. Oprah Winfrey. Net worth, $3.5 billion. Oprah Winfrey is an American media mogul, television host, and author. It is undoubtedly astonishing that Oprah's childhood was full of abuse and in the line of poverty. Also, unfortunately, she was raped at the age of 9 and got pregnant at 14, and sadly, she fell victim to liquor and drugs, opium at a very young age. But again, it is delighting to hear that she has overcome all her pathetic issues of life and has lodged in her name in the list of the most successful and wealthy women in the history of Hollywood. She is the first Black African-American woman who has attained the capability of being a billionaire by her frank and relentless hard labor. Oprah's net worth is $3.5 billion. Today she earns around $315 million per year thanks to her highly lucrative diversified media empire. Number 3. Kanye West. Net worth, $6.6 billion. Kanye West is an American producer, rapper, fashion designer, and entrepreneur. As of this writing, Kanye West's net worth is $6.6 billion. He is one of the 3 richest self-made black people in U.S. history. Kanye gained widespread fame upon the release of his 2004 album The College Dropout. Today he is one of the most successful and awarded musicians on the planet with 21 Grammy wins out of 69 nominations. In recent years he has pivoted away from music towards the business world. His Yeezy/Adidas partnership has earned West a sizable fortune. In recent years Kanye has earned at least $100 million per year from his various endeavors. The vast majority of his earnings have come from royalties and other earnings related to his Yeezy brand and Adidas partnership. Number 2. Steven Spielberg. Net worth, $7.5 billion. Steven Spielberg is an American director, screenwriter and producer who has a net worth of $7.5 billion and annual income of $150 million. As of this writing, Steven's $7.5 billion fortune makes him the second richest celebrity on the planet, behind good buddy and fellow director/producer, George Lucas, who is worth $10 billion. He started to build his own fortune from his very young age. He got his first award at the age of 13 for his 40-minute short film named Escape to Nowhere that was filmed about war called, and from then he created a totally new era for the mighty Hollywood. He is the first ever director who earned $10 billion at the global box office for his movie Ready Player One, and also nominated for an Oscar and also a Golden Globe for directing one of his other films named The Post. Steven Spielberg's name is synonymous with film and his career spans over 4 decades. Some of his most famous movies include Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Indiana Jones. Honestly, even the hit list is too long mention in a quick blurb. Number 1. George Lucas. Net worth, $10 billion. George Lucas is a director, writer, producer and businessman who has a net worth of $10 billion. He is best known for creating the Star Wars and Indiana Jones franchises, which have generated north of $12 billion in global box office ticket sales. He is also the founder of the production company, Lucasfilm, and the technical effects company, Industrial Light and Magic. He was very much fascinated about car racing at his early age. George Lucas was married to film editor Marsha Lou Griffin, and together they adopted 3 children, and then he was married to Melody Hobson after his divorce of the first marriage. He and his later wife founded a museum named the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. George Lucas's $10 billion net worth makes him by far the richest celebrity in the world, the richest director and generally the richest person in the entertainment industry. Lucas is a signatory of the Philanthropic Giving Pledge, indicating his intention to donate at least half of his wealth to charity by the time he dies or at his death. Well, there you have it. Those are the top 10 richest celebrities in the world 2021. Who didn't you expect to be on this list? Leave a comment below. Please like, share, subscribe and click the bell button to be the first to get our latest content. Don't forget to share on social media. Thanks for watching.